1.
2.
3.
Yeah,
Alright, that'll do.
Oh, that's it.
Alright, nice of you to join us, Nisar. Finally.
Do you know what I mean?
Only
I can't lie, guys.
Only 27 minutes we waited for you this time.
I can't lie. I've missed you guys. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it's been a minute since we've had a conversation. We've had a chat. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, last time we spoke
Snap.
And he's...
Oh, are you repping us up?
Come on.
Okay.
Wait,
okay.
are you a Liverpool fan?
Here and there, yeah.
Oh yeah.
When my club doesn't try and steal all the money for Super League cash grab.
Oh yeah, okay.
And then you have some people buying their kit straight away, forgiving them, running back to them.
Yeah.
That can't be me.
Straight. No problem. No, bro, listen. I'm buying the kit to support the players on the pitch. Do you know what I mean? I might be bankrolling Mbappe. You don't know. Do you know what I mean? That 95 quid. It's a bit of a rip-off, but that 95 quid.
95 quid? Which one did you get? The official one?
No, so I bought the home kit, which was 70 quid. Then it's £10 for name and number, and then obviously £5 for the Premier League badges.
Who'd you get on the back?
Obviously, Mr. Alcantizzi, Thiago Alcantara, Vision number 6. So, you know, I thought it's only right.
I heard he takes. Heard he takes tips off you, like based off your 5-side clips.
Yeah, I can't lie. I'm just techie, and like it's just one of those ones like I can't lie. My performance levels have been poor the last 2 weeks. I feel like someone's put Nazar on me, innit? But like, inshallah, Euro's coming up. I'm trying to get the call up from Gareth. Actually, not from Gareth, because he's a bum, and I hope he gets sacked before the next international tournament. Yeah. Sick of Southgate, bro.
Why?
Yeah, we'll come on to England in a bit, but basically today's episode is basically football. Everything's going to be sport related, so if that's not your thing, then you've already clicked on the video, so it's too late. But basically we're going to go through the main contenders, we're going to give our predictions, we're going to be filling out a bracket. There's 3 of us, so we can make decisions easily. We've got a Euros 11 with a twist. We're going to be recapping our Premier League predictions from last season, seeing how we did. And yeah, should be a good show, hopefully. So how are you guys feeling? Euro's coming up in a few days.
I'm excited, I really am. You know, there's nothing like international football tournaments.
Yes. No, seriously though, same here. Like World Cup 06, first football I ever watched, and like since then, summer tournaments, like it's the best version of football, if that makes sense. Even though I'm a massive Liverpool fan, like it's the best way to watch football for me. I think the fact that it's in the summer just makes such a big difference.
Do you guys watch every game?
Yeah, obviously.
Most.
Cool.
I watch like the only ones I won't watch is like say if I'm at uni or something, or if I'm actually not at like a place where I can watch it, innit? But then it's like I'll try and watch as much of it on my phone as I can.
Yeah, even like Macedonia versus Ukraine, even those like.
Yeah, straight.
But yeah,
it's gotta be done. But one thing I do want to say though is if you were a football player, just a quick options. If you had the option to win the Champions League or win the Euros with your country, what would you prefer?
Oh, that's a good question. I'd say Euros.
For me,
more rare.
Nah, for me, Champions League, man, all day long.
I'd say Euros, man, because
Really?
you probably, like, if you compare the amount of international tournaments you get to go to compared to the seasons you have in your career.
But like, if it was the World Cup, I think it's different. I'd pick the World Cup over the Champions League, but I wouldn't pick Champions League over the Euros.
I don't know. You could go either way.
Euros, mate. It's supposed to be hyping up the Euros, not bashing it.
Yeah, I just feel like if you win an international tournament, like that team just gets remembered because it doesn't happen that often.
Look at Ronaldo. I think Ronaldo's Euro win is bigger than Champions League wins.
Do you reckon?
When he's on the
He won
sidelines,
5 Champions Leagues, though.
Yeah, but just one of them though. Compare one of them to the Euros.
It does carry a lot of weight. Yeah.
I think it carries weight in debates, innit? Like you can say, he's got an international one, and
They say
No, no,
they hype up Messi and that, but where's his Euros, mate? They're like, oh, he's not from Europe. What sort of excuse is that?
See, that's where Neymar's king. Well, he's just missing the World Cup, but he's won Olympics, Copa America. He's won everything in club football. I feel like out of everyone out there right now, he's probably the one with the most complete CV. Don't know who else there is. Maybe Kante. He's got
Kante. If Kante wins the Euros, I'm sorry. For me, he has to get the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, because he's won Europa as well, isn't it? Kante has.
Champions League, not Europa.
Yeah, Chelsea won the Europa League, didn't they, once?
But
yeah,
I'm saying
that was 2
this
years
season,
ago.
innit? Based off of the.
I thought we were talking about who's most decorated.
No.
I don't know how it works. I don't know how it works in your sport, Nisar, but like in football, they just base it off the current year.
Yeah. Sorry, I've got a bone to pick with Nisar. I have got a little bone to pick with Nisar. So obviously, big up Catchweight Pod. If you haven't checked it out, check it out right now. Do you know what I mean? The best podcast in combat sports.
Thank you.
However, since he started going down this MMA route, don't you think he's just become a hater on all other sports?
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
that's why he shows up half an hour late to all of our shows.
Do you know what I mean? I don't think, like, obviously, I know Catchweight is a one-man show, but I'm sure if he set a 1 o'clock time to start recording Catchweight, it's starting at like 12:59 seconds. Like, it's starting bang on at 1. But obviously, when it comes to other sports and when it comes to other priorities, do you know what I mean? I feel like, I just feel a bit neglected, Waka.
Yeah, guys, just for a bit of context.
Technical due diligence to get everything set up. Forgive me for that. Next time.
I'm sorry. I'm still not buying it. Like, what's so difficult about recording a video on your phone?
Wouldn't know, mate. Trying to get the mic connected to that is something else.
Yeah. It's for context, guys. There would have been another episode last month, but because of this guy right here, the whole episode was scrapped. So, yeah, that's why you haven't been getting
That's
your.
the power I hold, mate. That is the power I hold.
You see what this is? This is selfishness.
They say no one podcast guest is bigger than the entire podcast, but I think for me that goes all out the window. No, I'm joking.
I've got to be honest.
On a humble one,
I've got to be honest.
Sorry about that.
I think Nisar, he's a great addition to the podcast, but he's just his attitude. He's doing an Aubameyang, isn't he? He's turning up late to training. He performs big on the match days, but you know, he's setting a bad example to the kids. Do you know what I'm saying? Be punctual, guys. Be punctual and put your all in. Do you know what I mean? Even not on the match days. It's all well and good scoring hat tricks in the big games, but you know.
Are you just improvising?
Bit of respect.
You're just improvising there with that little pep talk.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It came off the top of my head.
Yeah, I can tell.
Anyway, shall we move on? Let's talk about England. Start off with nice and easy. For someone who's a part-time football fan, Nisar, what are your thoughts ahead of the tournament for England, the squad they've picked, and yeah, how do you reckon they'll do?
I'm really pleased actually, because when you look at, especially our midfield, we've got a lot of young midfielders: Declan Rice, Mason Mount, Phil Foden. You know, I think all of them are very good players. They've shown, especially this season and the last few seasons, that they really are a threat. You've got Harry Kane, who still is a potent finisher. Yeah, he suffers from fitness and so on, but you know, he can get the job done. Jadon Sancho, I'll be honest, I haven't really watched much film on Jadon Sancho because he plays in the Bundesliga, but he's a good player. Sterling, Rashford. I really think this team may be better than the one that captured all our hearts in 2018, and this team could go as far as the 2021 European Championships final at Wembley Stadium in London, England. I think Southgate's men could do it.
Do you think so?
Go on.
As much as I'd love to agree with Nisar. I think the problem with this England team is not the squad. I just think the manager's quite limited, because my issue is, if you look at a squad like Liverpool's, yes, it's a great squad, or even Man City's, it's a great squad, but they've won their titles based off of their tactical performance, which comes from the manager. And I think watching England's last two friendlies against, it was Romania and Austria, there was just, the setup was poor. Like, you're winning 1-0 in both games, But these are teams who, if England are so good and we've got so much talent, we should be blowing these teams out the water. We should be going into the Euros like in good form. Everyone's playing well, playing as together as a team. And I think hopefully there's still time for it to like gel. But what I don't get is he's put Ben White into the England squad now after Trent's injury, but it's supposedly as a holding midfielder. And I'm like, well, you've got, because he played holding midfield in the last friendly. But what I don't get is you've got Declan Rice, you've got Calvin Phillips. Why not put Jay Lings into the mix? Because I think taking Lingard to the Euros would be the logical thing to do, considering he joined West Ham in January? And his stats at West Ham since January are absolutely ridiculous. I think he's been one of the top players in the league.
He got robbed, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I would have taken Lingard.
I feel like...
Because I think off the bench, 70th minute, if you want to put someone on for impact, Jay Lings might just come on, finesse one top bins, then he's hitting the... Do you know what I mean? And then the crowd's going wild.
I've got to say, I disagree with that shout. Yes, Lingard he's had a decent season, but I feel like England have a lot of players like him, you know, the silky attacking playmaker midfielders, like they got Grealish, Mount, Foden can do that job. So they got a few options there. If it was me, I'd probably take James Ward-Prowse. One, because he's never really been given the opportunity like on the big stage for England, and I think he deserves it given his performances for Southampton. And like from a dead ball situation, given the fact that you've lost Trent, like Ward-Prowse is a game changer as well.
It's true.
And like they're a bit light in midfield as well because Henderson's just coming back from injury. So they got him, who is it, Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice, Mount, Bellingham. So I feel like an extra body would have helped rather than a Ben White or a Lingard. But yeah.
I'll be honest, just a point that you made there, even as a Liverpool fan, I don't think Henderson should have gone to the Euros. He's not fit.
What do you think of his antics yesterday?
What did he
do?
What antics? Yeah, you take pens, you miss them, innit? I don't get why it's being hyped up so
much.
What
happened?
Like,
I didn't see.
I think you'll defend him.
No, but it's true though, like, and what? Like, it happens all the time in football, just because you...
It's not like
I didn't watch the game.
So basically, yesterday, England got a penalty. Henderson took the ball and he tried to pull rank and said, I'm taking it. And he then missed it, missed the pen. And then Gareth Southgate came out and said, like, next time we're going to be sticking to the protocol and, like, players can't overrule that. So, like, indicating that someone else was meant to be taking the penalty. But Henderson took... But I think, like, had there been any... I don't remember there being any objection on field. Like, when Henderson took the ball, it was just like...
Yeah, I think, like, things like that are just minor, aren't they? Like, they're just one-off things that happen. But I feel like... Nisar's disappeared somewhere. But yeah, Henderson, for me, it was the right decision to take him because you've got the 3 extra spaces now. You'll add 26 people. And if you look at that squad, there's not many senior members. There's not many leaders.
Yeah.
So I feel like...
It's true.
Just like in the dugout, like in the dressing room, Henderson can make a big difference. So...
I think I'm just biased, to be honest. I don't want him to get injured, innit?
I don't mind him not playing. That's fine by me. But like, I feel like him being there will be beneficial for England. But yeah, I feel like we've spoken about England for quite a while. But yeah, just to...
I've got one quick one for you. For me, for England, I think there's one player I'd like to highlight who I think could actually win us the Euros. And I think that's Jude Bellingham. I think if we start Bellingham in midfield, I'll be honest, he's the closest thing I've seen to a young Steven Gerrard. Like, I've not seen a midfielder that can
have you seen his
likes
on Twitter?
Yeah, I think he's teasing it. I can't lie. I think he's teasing.
I don't know about that, but yeah.
A little bit there.
He's definitely,
like, No, not in terms of a transfer, but I think he's just like, just teasing the Liverpool fans on Twitter, like, Henderson gave him his first England share and he's posted the Insta story with Henderson and then he's like retweeting Gerard comps and like you can't do that to the Liverpool fans, man. Like, so Jude, if you're watching this, do you know what I mean? Right there.
Yeah, just to finish off on England, I feel like they've got a very talented squad. Compared to past tournaments, it doesn't feel stale. It's very fresh, like new faces. It's exciting, but I'm not sure the tactics and the manager fit that.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the problem. If they can get the right combination to work out, then it looks good for England. But yeah,
let's get Wenger in for the World Cup.
Bit of a sticky one.
Just get Wenger in for the World Cup and we're good. I reckon we're good.
Should we just
right then
pause it there? I don't know where he's.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave my video recording and then we can just.
It'll still be synced up.
It's absolutely terrible.
How's my man leaving in the middle of an episode?
And not only does he not show up on time, now he's taking breaks and that, you know. Wakar, you have to fine him, you know. I've got to be honest. He needs to get hit with a fine for this.
My man just got up and left.
No,
he just left.
Announcement. No, like, boys, I'll be back. Like,
can't even phone him. His phone's recording. You know what? Should we just carry on?
Yeah, fuck it.
Right.
Carry on.
Yeah, guys, we don't know where Nisar's gone. He's actually disappeared. He just. I'm speechless.
It's beyond us. It's beyond us now. I think the Talking Smakh committee, the board of ethics, are gonna have to get involved here.
Internal investigation. But yeah, we're just gonna carry on. We're just gonna carry on. So England's last tournament. We're gonna have a swift segue. England's last tournament came to an end at the hands of Croatia. And obviously they've lost a couple of senior players, and a lot of them have got older as well. So I don't know whether to see them as sort of contenders or dark horses anymore, but like for me, they're always a team that can do damage just because they have that talent in the ranks. What do you reckon?
I think with Croatia, they've got that individual brilliance of someone like Luka Modric, and I think someone like Modric, age just doesn't seem to affect the guy.
He's just one of those players that like ages like a fine wine.
Yeah. Or if we're keeping it halal, he ages like cheese. Obviously, talking smack, we have to.
That's true.
We have to keep it halal.
But yeah, like having said that, they've got a couple of young players as well, like Kovacic, who's like really coming into his prime now. He's not so young anymore, but you know what I mean.
The mad thing about Kovacic is, I swear he's won like 4 Champions Leagues.
Mad, you're crazy.
And it's like, he's like what, 20, must be like 26?
He's 27, yeah. And Josip Prekalo as well, young winger as well, up top. So keep an eye out for him, I'd say. He's done bits.
Then obviously you've got the what's it called? The budget wingers. Perisic and Rebic.
Oh yeah, they're always like up for scoring a banger as well. Those types of players, I love them, man.
They remind me of like a budget Ribéry and Robben back in the day. Like you know that they're gonna be good, but like they don't really get the clout levels that they probably
exactly.
should. But yeah, they're a good side. They are very good. Obviously, they've got the best centre back in the world according to himself.
You know what? I don't back this. This constant trolling on Lovren because of that line. Like,
bro, Lovren, is an absolute joke, man. As a Liverpool fan,
he's funny.
The amount of pain that he's caused this Wakar, I can't forgive him, bro. Like, obviously he left on a high, and that he won the league, won the Champions League, blah blah blah. Don't go on like you were the reason it happened, innit? The reason that those wins, the reason those trophies were won, if we're really going to point at one defender, it was the big dog. It was Virgil van Dijk.
He's one of those that you just gotta, you can't take him seriously. You just You just gotta like
Bro, just
roll with it.
don't give the man airtime, man. Just let him talk. Like the other day, I seen one of his interviews. He's talking about like him and Salah are boys, innit?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, you know, you never know in football where people might end up, etc. Like, bro, just you're not endearing yourself in the slightest. Do you know what I mean? Like, just go. You won the Russian league. Congratulations. Do you know what I mean? Enjoy it. Enjoy your moment. Don't just go away, Dejan, man. just go away. And speaking of, sorry, 1 second. He doesn't realize that his mic's muted. Please turn your mic on.
Oh, he's back. I didn't even realise.
He's Bach. Bakh.
Just got called for a DIY emergency, mate.
Yeah. All right. Wait.
So yeah, we've just talked about Croatia and their squad.
Yeah, I heard all you guys were saying. I was listening still.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, basically, the ethics committee and the board will be talking to Nisar. It's an internal issue which will be dealt with swiftly, but we'll keep it professional and talking smack.
Good.
As we always do.
As we always do.
So
I want to talk about Belgium actually, because for me, like I feel like they're a team that come up every tournament as ones that are dark horses / contenders just because of the amount of good players they have. But this time, and I feel like I've said this before the last World Cup as well, but like they have no excuse not to do well this time. Like they should be in the final because so many of their top players are in their prime right now. And then even
that's a very big statement.
I know.
The problem is very obvious with the Red Devils. This chemistry. They just have no chemistry. Well,
they're the number one ranked team in the world, man. And like Romelu Lukaku having the season of his life, De Bruyne, best player in the Premier League, and then like Eden Hazard, like even before the last World Cup, I swear he didn't even have the greatest season. But then at the World Cup, he was balling. He was one of the best players there. So I don't know why. I'm just expecting a lot from them. I don't know if they'll deliver, but yeah.
Dare I say the word bottle jobs?
Yeah, mate.
Because I've got to be honest, I think the only place they lack is mentality. They've got all the talent in the world, but they just seem to freeze on the big stage.
Do you think it's a bit it's a bit like Man City really in the Champions League?
I'm glad you took the words out of my mouth.
It is.
Because I didn't want to say it, but only certain clubs can go to a Champions League final, you know, English club versus English club, and do the business. Only certain clubs can do that.
What was Pep thinking? Did he really think Tuchel was going to be like bemused by that? It literally took him like 10
He wasn't having
minutes.
it. He was not having it.
You can tell Guardiola hates Drake, fam. How can you have no 6? It's just ridiculous.
That was bad.
Absolutely ridiculous.
That was bad.
That was terrible, wasn't it? But we'll keep it in there.
That'll probably go in the trailer. It was that bad.
Oh wait, he doesn't have a number 6.
Oh,
No, he didn't play a number 6 in the final. No CDMs.
Oh, is that number 6? Oh, no, I knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, that's even worse. Come on, like my line was bad, but how can you not know that the number 6?
Numbers aren't that strict.
There's only. Oh, never mind.
All right. Moving on.
But
yeah,
we'll keep it. I was gonna. Can I just drop the line? I was gonna say. I have to now. The only DMs Nisar knows about are not football related.
We'll leave that there. But yeah, we're gonna have a little break from looking at the teams now, and we'll move on to a little segment. Basically, what I wanted to do, Nisar, I don't know if you saw the group chat, so you might have to freestyle it. But basically, I wanted to create a Euro 11 based off players that just look like they're from that country. Like you could not imagine them being from any other country.
Is that not a bit racist?
Not really. I don't know. I mean, we don't mean any offence. So I'll just put a little disclaimer up.
Considering I have a personal brand and I have a lot of stake elsewhere.
You're just gonna opt out because you didn't read the chat.
Yeah, I'll just mediate here.
All right, Daanish, I'll give you the goalkeeper.
Okay.
Go on.
Right, I'm gonna go. I've got 2 options here. I'd say Jordan Pickford like you cannot imagine Jordan Pickford playing for any other nation, innit?
I
Like,
agree.
He's got that. When he's got a buzz cut, he looks a bit like H.
Yeah,
Do you know
yeah.
what I mean?
And like,
So,
have you
I'd say-
seen the film? This is England.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
He looks like the main character. So, surely.
Yeah, slightly.
What a film that is, mate. Classic.
The other one that I had in mind, it's a bit basic, but Manuel Neuer. I feel like he's got that German, like, you know.
I know what you mean.
It's hard to explain. Like, I feel like there's some countries like Germany, Italy, and Spain. Like some of their players like are very distinct. Like you can tell
because
like,
of their style, the way they play.
Yeah. No, like just like I'd say like their hairstyles. They're like, do you know what I mean? Like the Italian players have always got like the silky, you know, the way like.
For me, yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. For me, I feel like Neuer. There's very few teams, so it's a tight one. But I could see him playing for someone like Switzerland, maybe, or Belgium.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
I think Neuer's like the epitome of Germany, man. Like he's like, you know, like that efficient player, like just never makes
very regimented
like,
as
gets
well.
stuff wrong. Yeah.
If you look at
like
the way he plays, then yeah, I would agree. Yeah.
And you know what, with Neuer, you can tell he sleeps at the same time every day.
What a player.
He gets up at the same time every day. Do you know what I mean? Like he's like
obviously
he's disciplined.
I don't really follow like leagues around Europe, but like, is he still one of the best keepers in the world, or is he like fallen off?
Yeah.
I'd say he is.
Yeah,
100%.
definitely.
Because all these other guys come for like a few years and they're gone, like Kepa. Everyone's like, oh yeah, he's the best in the world. What happened to him?
I don't think anyone ever said Kepa
Yeah,
was
no,
best
no one
in the
said that.
world.
G, I can't lie. That's Nisar's got a burner account in it on football Twitter. So he's been reading them unpopular opinion tweets, fam. 100%.
Go right back. I'm just gonna go off the dome here, but I'm thinking Reece James. Like he looks like a London boy. Like
Trippier, man.
Trippier, do you reckon?
Who else is gonna have that trim in 2021, man?
But
like, let's be real here.
But like, I feel like just because the fact he plays in Spain, he's a bit seasoned now, so he can't.
Do you reckon?
He can't really.
He's got a bit of he's got some masala.
Yeah, exactly. You can't really put him in that conversation.
Did we talk about when you saw him in Cologne?
Oh yeah, we don't talk about that.
That's shocking, man. That really annoyed me. Like,
I'm glad he's in the England squad, but yeah,
no,
I'm not
he
happy.
shouldn't be in the England squad.
Nah, he shouldn't be in it. I'll be honest.
See, you're in Germany, you're in a random place in Europe, and you hear two British voices shouting your name. I'll be delighted, mate. I would. He's like, oh no,
yeah.
no, I'm Spanish.
But yeah, it's alright. I forgive you,
man.
Kieran. It's alright. So yeah, are we happy with Reece James there?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
I was gonna say
we're just, I don't know. We're a bit tight for time, and
I think
obviously Nisar hasn't done his
think we're-
homework, so I don't know.
I think we're a bit biased though, because I feel like if you look at any England player, they couldn't play for anyone else. Like,
Because we love our nation, don't we, Wakar?
do you know what I mean?
3 Lions.
That's a good point. I feel like maybe
careful,
like a Mason Mount. I think I could see him playing for Italy. I don't know.
Ooh.
He has a bit of a European look to him.
I feel like Mason Mount could like maybe run with like Austria or Switzerland in it, something like that. He's got that Adam's apple in it, like, you know, that all the. Like,
I don't know. I haven't examined.
I mean?
I haven't examined his physical features as
Mason
much as you,
Mount's
mate. But
nah, he's just I love Mason Mount. Money Mace.
What a player.
All day. Outrageous baller. Absolutely outrageous baller.
Mount or Foden, just to be gone as a little tangent.
Ooh, Mount or Foden? I think Foden's got the higher ceiling, but I love Mason Mount, man.
right now, Mount. But
Yeah.
If I'm honest, yeah, I think Jordan Henderson struggles to get into the England team. I'm not even hating, but
I think based on current fitness, you're right. I think based on current fitness, if he was fully fit and firing, Henderson walks into that team.
agreed.
But obviously, fitness issues. Right, let's talk. Can we go to left back before we do centre backs?
Go on.
me and Bukar briefly discussed this off camera, right? We both went for Scottish left backs, right? But I went for Kieran Tierney because I think Tierney is the most Scottish person I've ever seen in my life. Like, you can just tell this guy on a night off from football, he's got his iron bruise there.
Nisar, are you googling what Kieran Tierney looks like?
No.
Caught
It's
in
fine
4K.
if you are. Just compare him and Robbo.
Yeah,
Who
we'll
looks
let
more
you
Scottish
decide.
We'll let the fans decide. What do you think? Put it down in the comments below.
Do you know what Andrew Robertson looks like, Nisar?
Yeah.
He plays for Liverpool.
He's sick. Yeah, actually, he's a good player. Okay.
But if you had to look at them now, Nisar,
Yeah.
Tierney and Robbo, who would you say looks more Scottish?
From their style of play, it's got to be Robertson. The aggression on the ball.
Talk about the looks.
That's a bit disrespectful and offensive, man. I'm not going to engage in that. You can't look at someone's face and say.
Nisar, you've commented on every player we've spoken about so far.
I've noticed that it's about style, not really about. You can't look at someone's face and say you're Scottish, man. Like that's not nice.
Why?
No,
What's wrong?
no,
with Hold on.
that's not fair,
Hold
that's not fair,
on. Hold on.
that's
That's
not
no. That's that. Hold on. No. That's if you think that there's something wrong with being Scottish, and we've not said that.
No, I mean you can't. But it could be offensive to them. Say I go towards a Polish person and say, "Oh, you look." For example, you look like another country in Eastern European. Yeah, you look like you're from there instead. That's offensive to him, is it not?
So if someone looked at you, yeah, and said, "Oh, you look Arab," would you be offended?
Not myself because I've got quite a high tolerance for offence, but I'm sure other people would be. Yeah.
A high tolerance for offence.
Wait, Daanish, you look very Pakistani. Are you offended?
Oh, thank you. Appreciate
See
that.
what I mean?
Although I was waiting for Nisar to.
Oh,
I was waiting for
yeah,
Nisar
Daanish.
to. He could have got me there. He could have got me there.
How?
I was waiting. Nah, never mind. We'll discuss off
Well,
camera.
you look a bit
We'll
Indian,
discuss
to
off
be fair,
camera.
Daanish.
I knew that was coming.
Whereabouts in India are you from, mate?
Speak. I prefer not to speak.
And
Go on,
some
Nisar.
people think you're Indian. Oh, whatever. Anyway, yeah.
You going Robbo or Tierney?
I'm just going to mention in terms of play, I think Robertson because of his aggression on the ball and like his whole, his attitude towards the game is very like it's similar to the way Scotland play. I've watched a bit of Scotland play in the past, and I think he fits more into their team.
Alright, yeah, we'll go with Robbo then.
All right, we'll go with Robbo.
I've got a centre back lined up. I'm going to go with Benjamin Pavard. I know he plays right back sometimes for France, but he is a centre back. It's just the hair for me. Like, it's very...
True.
Again, like, I hope I'm not coming across as offensive or anything, but it's just... It's very...
He's got a very French trim. Let's
he's
just
got
put
very
it out
French
there, innit? Like,
features.
yeah.
Dashing young lad.
Trust Pavard and that volley from the World Cup.
Oof.
Come on, man. Tekka's on display. Ironically enough, the centre back that I had in mind was also French.
Oh, really?
He was also French. I was gonna go with Raphael Varane because for me, I think Varane has also got very like distinct features. Like if I saw Varane, I wouldn't think that he plays for anyone else. Do you know what I mean? I'd think he looks French. So it's
Yeah, not a
mad.
bad shout, that. Not a bad shout. I think, yeah, that's defence wrapped up, isn't it? We'll come on to the midfield later on, but yeah, let's get back to talking about the teams, because I feel like Nisar's bursting to talk about football, that great game he loves. So, shall we talk about France, actually? Because
Can I just, if we're talking about France, yeah. If we're talking about
I
France,
know where you're going with this.
let me just do something
Have
right
your
now
piece.
in the
Go
camera.
on.
Let me just. There is a player who has rejoined the French national team, right? Who's got the best fade in the Euros. He's got the best skin fade in the Euros, right? He's arguably one of the most underrated players in the world right now. And I just think the fact that he's dated Rihanna puts him top of my number 9s list of the last 10
Wait, how
years.
do you go from
And that
centre
is...
back to striker?
We're just talking about
We're
France.
talking about France now.
And the man's name is Karim Mustafa Benzema. I'll be honest with you, Don Benz is just gonna walk into the Euros. He's gonna, wink at a few players, just like, yeah, you're gonna get it, and I think he's gonna get top of the assist list, Mbappe top scorer, and France are walking the Euros. I have to be realistic.
You can post all the 30-second TikToks you want of partying around like you're 20. But how old is he, by the way?
31, 32.
Okay. Is he a YouTuber or something?
Bro, he's living the lifestyle.
I feel like France, they've got to be the favourites, like, for most people, I'd say.
But how does I don't get how posting 30 seconds videos of you driving cars with some little baby in the background. Great song choice, by the way. Voice of the Heroes out now. Stream it. I don't know how that improves your football ability. Like the way people say.
It doesn't. He's just been underrated for.
Oh, does he play good then? Like,
12
I
years.
don't really watch much film on Real Madrid these days.
I'll give you some context on Karim Benzema's career. He won 5 titles in France before he went to Madrid.
Oh, with
Leon.
Yeah, Leon.
He then went to Madrid. Now, to stay as the number 9 at Madrid for 10 years, outlasting Cristiano Ronaldo, outlasting Gareth Bale, many other players he's outlasted, to win 4 Champions Leagues. Granted, having Cristiano Ronaldo does make your life easier, but that doesn't mean just having Ronaldo doesn't automatically
he
mean...
scored in one of those finals.
In the Champions League? But I feel like his overall contribution to Real Madrid's success is very underrated.
Yeah.
He's, after Ronaldo and Messi, he's the highest top scorer in Champions League history.
Really?
And you don't get to that level without, actually being a good footballer.
Top 20.
What strikes? Are we talking?
Footballer,
Are we talking just strikers? Footballer.
Top 70.
I wouldn't put him top 20. Guys, I'm not going to lie. We're going to have to postpone 1 second. I think my cat is trying to jump out my window upstairs.
Alright, just keep it rolling.
Bear with me. Yeah, Mum. Someone's got to go to my room still. Nabby's in the window. Stay there.
This is actually brilliant content. This is brilliant.
To be fair, I might just show you guys.
Go on. For the viewers.
Nabby, don't you dare jump. Don't look at me. Stay there. To be fair, I don't think he's stupid enough to jump, Hold on, leave him. I don't think he's gonna jump. Hold on, I don't think he's gonna jump. Just see what he does.
Yeah, this is going in the trailer. Definitely.
Because this means I can sleep with my window open. He's just eking at me. Is he alright? Leave it open then. I don't think.
No, they're gonna think he's gonna think about it for a bit, and then I think he'll go.
Nisar, do you think he'll jump?
They are kittens, mate. They haven't built that intelligence yet.
No, but look, the window's open, fam. Like, I don't think he'll jump. I just heard mad eking from the window and I got stressed. I am mid-recording podcast, Mum. I'm not gonna lie, but Nabi, get inside. Nabi, no. Yeah. Just close it a bit so he can't get his head through. Bloody hell, man. I was like, yallah, he's about to die. Like, Jeff Hardy, my car. You know what I mean? You know, like when he jumped on Shane, when it was them ones. I thought he was about to... Sorry about that. We've had a very interrupted episode today. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Ricardo.
It's fine.
Can only apologise for
Content.
that. So I mean,
Yeah, we were just waxing lyrical about Benzema, weren't we?
yeah. I think one thing about France though, it's not just Benz. Benz is a great player. You've got Kylian Mbappe, and N'Golo Kante coming off the season that he's had this season. Griezmann, Pogba.
Yeah, they were world champions without Benzema. That says it all.
Yeah.
And look at the Euros under 21 squad. Like they had Hussein Aouar, Camavinga was on the bench, Konate, Upamecano starting at centre back. That is mad.
I'll be honest, I don't know who any of those players are.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. But yeah, we're just saying France, massively talented squad. They've got the pedigree to win tournaments, and yeah, rightly should be considered as one of the favourites.
Yeah.
And yeah, just talking about winning, I think it's a good way to go on to Portugal, because obviously they're the holders of this prestigious
And what a team
trophy.
they have. What a team they have.
They do.
Outrageous team.
And yeah,
I'd say because they're in the same group as France as well, it's very interesting that
When's that game? When's that
France, Portugal and Germany are in the same group.
What?
So it's a pretty, that's probably the group of death in this Euros, because
23rd of June.
I think the winners of the Euros are in that group.
That's
reckon?
bad.
I think
All
it's-
these two should be in the same.
yeah, it's because Germany got relegated from the Nations League.
Yeah.
Oh, no one cares about that, man. UEFA Nations.
But yeah, Portugal, massively talented squad. They've got a good number of new
And Hungary
players.
are no slouches either, mate.
You never know. But yeah, Portugal, they've got a good number of new players coming through since Euro 2016. So I feel like it's not going to be a squad that's, it hasn't gone stagnant.
How's João Felix doing?
Felix the baller, man. I feel like he complements Cristiano really, really well in that Portugal squad.
And he could learn a lot under Cristiano as well.
Yeah.
I think Portugal, man for man, have probably got the best squad,
They have it's very solid. And I like it's a bit boring, but I do like the approach they have. Like their manager, they're like their defense first, very difficult to break down, and they've got the talent to do it up front. Just gonna go through some names here. Like Ronaldo obviously says it all. Andre Silva scored about 30 odd in Bundesliga this season. Jota, João Felix,
Oh, I forgot about him.
Ruben Neves, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva.
Wow.
It's some serious talent. And then at the back, they got the Premier League Player of the Year, Ruben Diaz. They got Pepe, Cancelo.
Big up Pepe, mate. I think he should be on the same level as Benzema in terms of the consistency. He's still going, man. He's a warrior.
That's
true warrior.
That's cap.
Yeah, he's 38 now.
He's not.
I think he's one of the oldest players in the tournament.
He doesn't post 30-second montages of him
Nah,
getting in and out of
not
the
even that.
supercar
Nah,
in the private
not even that.
swimming
Not even that. I think Pepe's been better at Porto than he was at Madrid.
He has
is
been
crazy.
sick
He was
at
good at
Porto.
Madrid.
That's
He
crazy
has
to
been
think
sick.
about.
Yeah, I think he was good at Madrid, but I think Madrid really stepped it up when they put Varane next to Ramos. I think Pepe at Madrid, I don't know, maybe it's because he was young or he was just a hothead.
He's a different type of player, shall we say.
El Clasico, he'd always be getting booked or sent off, mate.
Yeah, and I swear I remember him one game, he got a red card because it wasn't even the foul. After the foul, he just kicked this guy that scraped his studs across his back or something. And then I was like, you can't do that in a football match. Do you know what I mean? The guy just lost his head. But I think at Porto, since he's gone to Porto, he's been elite, man. He's been absolutely solid at the back for them.
Guys, my camera's gonna die, so I'm gonna try and put it on charge while I record. If that doesn't work, I'm gonna switch to my phone. So another interruption.
Well, we've all had one now, isn't it? So it's fair, isn't it?
One apiece.
We've all had one. So, but yeah, man like Pepe,
Let's talk about
Chicken
this.
XL.
I know it's a bit for detail, but have you ever tried this?
Spicy, yeah, of course.
This is one of the best condiments ever.
What was that?
It's absolutely elite.
Spicy mayo.
Spicy mayo.
Bit spicy though, isn't it? I'm joking.
Oh yeah, that's sick. That is sick.
Do you know what I want to say though about Pepe? That guy, Chicken XL.
Yes,
Absolutely
come on.
outrageous. Man.
Come on.
Chicken XL, Go Large, Peri Peri Chips, Tango. That is the pattern. That is the pattern.
Yeah,
bro.
alright. It's
They've
charging.
really got to start
COS.
adding 2 chicken fillets in there now. I think I'm ready for that.
Yeah, I think you can add them. I think you can add an extra fillet to your burger, which is, I can't lie, that is dangerous. That is dangerous.
That is, mate. I might do like concrete reinforcement on the bun because that bun's gonna fall apart after one bite.
I don't know what's going
Sort
on
of metal
anymore.
wires in there or something.
Also, can we big up Makalal? Do you remember that
What
four-tier burgerness?
Oh my.
But
Right, well, should we do like a clap and a count in again?
I'm just going to carry on because it's still synced
All
up.
right, safe.
Um,
Safe.
But yeah, I feel like
yeah,
Portugal
Have we
have...
not discussed any other contenders? I'm just trying to think who could be the dark horse in this tournament.
Yeah, I have a dark horse, but if you have any... Mine is... Actually, you know what? I'll get onto that when we make our personal predictions. But for now, let's wrap up Portugal and move on to Italy, who are an interesting one because they weren't at the World Cup last time, but we've seen, okay, maybe not recently, but they have done fairly well in tournaments, like throughout the time I've watched football, so they could be one.
Who's their manager?
Mancini.
Oh,
Interesting.
So...
Man like Roberto.
Yeah, for me, it's their midfield. Like, I can't think of a better midfield like throughout any of the other squads than Italy's. They've got Jorginho, who, okay, Chelsea fans might disagree, but he's brilliant for Italy. Verratti, who I think is one of the top 2 midfielders in the world. And then they've got Inter's player of the season, Nicolo Barella. So they've got a world-class midfield there. They know how to play with each other, and I feel like they're going to be the key to success for them. And then
I think he's right.
Obviously, at the back they've got Chiellini, 36 years old, Bonucci, then they got Acerbi, and Bastoni as well, who did well for Inter. So defense, I think defense is like the one thing Italian sides have always been known for, and like given the names we've got there, and then Donnarumma in goal. I think this might be his first tournament. I'm not sure, but yeah.
Donnarumma's a free agent
He
as
is.
well in the summer, so it's quite interesting because if he has a good Euros, then you never know. He could end up moving to one of the bigger clubs. Like I think he will move to a big club anyway, but I think. Let's say he has a fantastic Euros, could end up at like your PSGs.
Yeah,
Bayerns.
Exactly.
So, I think the other man to mention for Italy is man like Lorenzo up top. Man. Insigne, one of the coldest players. That I think that the only person I've genuinely seen terrorise Liverpool in the Champions League. The 2 times that I've watched him play against us away from home, they've just been. He's like a little road runner, and it like
you can't catch him.
Up, like,
yeah.
But
for me, like I agree, Insigne is like supremely talented. But like a couple years ago, I was thinking like, who's better, Sadio Mane or Insigne? And the thing that like separated the two was, for me, Mane was a big game player. I haven't really seen that from Insigne. Like, I don't know if you guys saw the last day of Serie A, but Napoli needed a win. I think they were up against a mid-table team, Verona. And if they won, Juve would have missed out on the Champions League. But they did nothing against Verona. Like, that might have been a moment where you'd want someone like Insigne to step up and do it for his team. But
do you reckon Napoli are like the Serie A Leicester?
I'd say they're more of a Spurs. Just because they never seem to win anything of significance, like less.
But I think like with like Leicester this season, top 4 was in their own hands, and they were 2-1 up as well in that.
Yeah, if you want to talk about it this season, then yeah, I'd say fairly similar. But yeah, like Italy, a lot of good players. Just seeing actually who's there. I think they're one of the first games as well, aren't they? So they're with Turkey, Wales and Switzerland. So, yeah, should be...
Big up Turkey.
Ozan.
Inshallah. Ozan is going to do the business at centre-back.
Yeah, I hope he earns a big move from his performances, actually.
I'm so sad we didn't sign him. Like, I know, obviously, big up Konate. But like in the 6 months that Kabak was at Liverpool, it was pure gas. Like, him and Phillips at the back. Elite combination, man.
He's good. He'll have a good career, I reckon.
Should we get Kabak on track and move on to the next team?
Yeah, or should we go back to the 11 and fill out the midfield?
Okay, yeah, let's do the midfield.
That was your assignment.
That's fine.
Go on.
I'll wait for. Shall I wait for him to come back? Right, back onto the.
Go on, Daanish is gonna fill out the midfield for us.
So basically, we've got 3 midfield. Are we going 4-3-3?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got 4 players, and I'll let you guys decide from the 4. Okay. So the first one is Kimmich from Germany. So to me, Joshua Kimmich, it's not even like it's not just about his looks in it. Like looks wise, he's got the atypical German chiseled, very like focused look about him, innit? But I think the way that he plays as well, like if we're gonna try and delve into that side of it as well, he's like the most tidy, efficient footballer that I've seen. He's very like Philip Lahm-esque. Kimmich is like can play anywhere on the pitch. Has played right back for years. Played centre mid, CDM. Like he's world class.
I'd back that. Yeah, get Kimmich in.
So I'd say Kimmich. The other one you mentioned him before, the little pit bull that is Marco Verratti.
Okay.
I think Verratti is like the most Italian looking player.
Do you think is it
like if someone's
is it the eyes?
It's the eyes. 100%.
Very Italian eyes.
He just looks Italian. And then my last spot, right? I was gonna go for Jude Bellingham because I think Bellingham looks like your atypical. He just looks like a Brummie in it. Like he just looks like, and that you can tell that. But then I didn't know if you'd put this person in your attacking lineup because he plays as a winger or a midfielder. So I'm sticking with the Birmingham theme. I'm gonna go for Jack Grealish because Grealish with his fade and the slick back. Yeah. Like
he could easily be in Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, and I could see him like on Broad Street like next week like Wagwan Jack. Like, what you saying? What you saying? Like, you know what I mean?
Out of the two, I'd go with Grealish.
So I'd probably say Grealish. Grealish just looks like I'm very proud of both of them, to be honest, just representing for Birmingham. And the one wild card that I did have just in case is because I don't think we've mentioned him. Obviously, I'm sad that he's departed our club this summer. But Gini Wijnaldum, I think Wijnaldum looks so Dutch. Like I can't see him playing for. I can't imagine Wijnaldum playing for like England.
I can imagine him playing for Portugal. I don't know.
Ooh.
Yeah, Portugal's the one.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Can you see Ginny playing for Portugal? What about Eunice? Do you reckon? Can you see that? Ginny Wijnaldum.
Yeah, at Liverpool he showed how diverse he can be in terms of his playing style. So I think he could fit in. He could even fit in the German side. To be fair.
Man's just waffling. Alright,
let's move on.
Are we going Grealish?
Yeah, let's go Grealish.
That's a solid midfield. That
so we'll go
Verratti,
Kimmich,
Grealish, Kimmich.
Verratti, Grealish.
Like, and this isn't.
I'd probably say with.
Sorry, this 11 isn't even based off talent strictly, but it's still a very good team.
I do think that we could maybe, after we've done this 11, just at the end, do our talent 11s for the Euros.
Oh, like a best 11. Yeah. Sure.
Well, we could do that at the end.
Alright, we'll talk about the last 3 of the big boys and then we'll finish off the 11 after that. So, I don't know if you consider them a big boy anymore, but I want to talk about Spain.
España.
No Real Madrid players in the squad. Sergio Ramos booted
travesty.
out.
Why is Ramos not playing?
Absolute travesty.
I don't know.
I think they thought he wouldn't be fit.
I think it was a fitness thing, but even then, like, you want someone like that part of the squad.
Leadership.
Yeah.
Ramos is like a Viking, and you're not taking him to the World Cup. Who you gonna play? Paul? What's his name?
Who won Euro 2012?
Paul Costa.
Spain. They beat.
And they won 08 as well.
Yeah.
That's mad.
And
That's
World
mad.
Cup, World
That's
Cup
mad.
2010. They won 3 international trophies.
That's ridiculous.
Like, we haven't seen that from any other country in our lifetime, so
I remember how good that team was. They
I
had
feel
Del
like
Bosque
I feel
and
like
who
it's
did they have
slept
after
on
that?
now, like how good they actually were.
Bro, 3 international trophies in 4 years is fake.
It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And maybe like
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
maybe like they're a victim of their own success. Like because of that much success, they're like they're decent now, but they're just not viewed in the same way. People aren't scared of
The
Spain.
standards were set so high. With that was their golden generation.
Xavi, Iniesta, Fernando.
They
Torres.
beat Germany 6-0 last year, but I'd say more people have Germany as one of the favourites rather than Spain.
Yeah.
Like that's
True.
what I'm
Was
seeing.
that Ferran Torres scored the
Ferran
hat-trick,
Torres,
didn't he?
yeah. But yeah, just so Busquets.
Do you know what it is with Spain? They just haven't got that same excitement when watching Spain. Like, you know, when you watch Spain back a day, you knew the passing was just going to be 12 out of 10. You knew that like they would literally football teams to death.
And
like they would
it sounds bad to say, but like I feel like because it was pretty much Barcelona and Real Madrid, and that was it. Maybe 1 or 2 players from other teams, but now it's like they're from all over the place, so it just doesn't have the same feel to it. I think
it's a huge benefit when you've got mostly players playing for the same league, man. Like you can't underestimate that. That's why I think England has such a good chance.
Yeah, but they
It's true,
have got
it's true.
Laporte coming in. He hasn't. I don't think he's played for Spain yet. He might have played in the friendlies. I'm not sure, but he's not a bad replacement for Ramos. And then, you know, midfield looking solid. Busquets, Koke, Thiago, Rodri.
Who's their keeper? Sorry.
Sorry.
Who's their keeper
De Gea.
again?
Oh, we don't know because they got De Gea, but I don't know if he'll play.
Oh, who
I've
else
got
do
to
they
be
play?
honest though. I think in the midfield, I don't know if Busquets is going to be as effective as he's been over the last few
Do you
years.
reckon?
I think, without sounding peak, I think he's washed. To be honest,
On the ball, he's still got it, but just seeing like
He's
from
got no legs, man.
Barca's
He
performances.
never really was the most athletically gifted player, though.
but like he could get about, and it like
Now, like he doesn't.
I feel like
You'd see it on like clips, like the effort's not
he's
there.
not. Yeah.
So
He's a
not,
legend,
He's
though.
not. He is a legend, 100%. Another underrated footballer.
Is
but I
he
just think
captain?
I don't know
No,
who
no,
Spain
no.
captain is. Not gonna lie, should be Ramos in it, but
it might.
didn't even take Lucas Vasquez, man. Like Vasquez had a season for Madrid. Didn't even put him in the squad.
Is it, do you reckon, because Luis Enrique's like Barcelona man? And
Oh, I didn't even think about that. You know,
Possibly,
What a snake.
but
that's ridiculous if so.
yeah, Spain should win their group, I reckon. But I
Well, they've got Poland in there, innit? Lewa might just decide he wants to put Poland on his back.
Yeah, I think he needs to,
And, you
mate.
know,
yeah, like for Spain, I
Yeah,
don't see them going too far. Like, I think it'll just be an average tournament. Not gonna lie.
How many teams in this tournament? 32?
24 teams.
24? How's that going to work?
because it's the top 2 from each, and then
There's
isn't
the
it some
4
third
best.
place?
Oh, no, not that again. Because then that's
Yeah,
gonna be,
the
those
four.
players going to play defensive football just to get the better
to stop the
place.
goals. Yeah. It's the 4 best
Third place
third.
teams. Yeah.
Third
You saw the
place
exact
teams,
problem
yeah.
with that though in 2016. Remember, all these small teams were just parking the bus
Parking
just to get to the round of 16.
Germany.
And England will struggle against that.
Yeah, let's talk about Germany a bit as well, because like Spain, they've been on top of world football as well in recent years, but now probably not viewed in the same way. But difference here is they've brought back some of their bigger names from past seasons, and it's probably a good thing, I reckon. Like the experience of Hummels at the back, even though they left out Boateng, which is a bit questionable when you've got they've got like Robin Koch from Leeds. I feel like he's probably not going to play much. Like, why would you not just have Boateng there instead? Rudiger had an amazing season as well. I feel like he'd probably be like their go-to man at the back.
Well, he's not there.
Yeah.
No, Rudiger is
he
there.
is, he is.
Rudiger is there.
Rudiger is. Hummels is in.
Zula.
Is Sule in
Zula's there. And then
Sule
Emre Can's been playing on the right side of a 3 as well on occasion. So
Big up Emre as well. Man,
they've got a serviceable back line, if like, even though it's not full of massive names. I don't know how they.
And it's Joachim Löw's last tournament.
It is. So he's.
He might have something planned up his sleeve.
That's what I'm hoping out. That's what I'm holding out hope for, because he's been there for about 15, 16 years, and
one of the best international managers.
Yeah,
like
100%.
I've noticed. Is it a lot of the Euro teams this year have like managers from the same country, which is quite unique.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, you're right. Do you know what I find interesting about Germany though? Do you know what I think the wild card is? Because he hasn't really got that much clout this season. But I think Leroy Sané is going to be very, very... I think he's the type of player, like...
Back with a vengeance.
He decides to turn it on. And if he decides to turn it on, like, we as Liverpool fans know, when Sané turns it on, it's a problem.
He's like... In recent years, he's the scary... You said Insigne. For me, it's Sané, the scariest opponent.
Yeah. Yeah.
He hasn't really had the chance to do it because of injury and fitness at Bayern, but he can turn it on, definitely.
Yeah. Sané, Gnabry on the wings with Werner up top.
Yeah.
Got Havertz in there. Got Marco Reus. Marco Reus in the squad?
No, he's sitting out because he wants to stay fit for Dortmund.
That would have been cold if Reus went. It would have been absolutely freezing if Reus went.
But yeah, they've still got a lot of like winners in their squad. Yeah,
Kimmich.
I just don't know, based off their performances, if they have it in them to go all the way. But you never know. Like, it could be a fairy. It could be a fairy tale ending for Joachim Löw, because like, if you ignore the last World Cup, they've always reached the semi-finals, I think, in every tournament under him.
And what do you think went wrong in 2018? Because you'll probably know the most out of us. Like, how did they get knocked out in the group stage? Like, I was watching it, I was like, this isn't Germany. Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
here?
so I actually did a video on this a couple years back. So if you want to look at that on my channel, go on. Links in the description.
I'll put it on.
Basically, it was a combination of they lost the winning mentality, they lost the hunger. Squad selection was a bit questionable. They left out Sané, who could have maybe provided the X factor, because they didn't really create much in the last World Cup.
Do you think they were a bit complacent?
Yeah, that's the thing. That is the word I'd use. But I hope they've learned their lesson.
Surely, I mean, nothing stings more than a first round exit in the World Cup.
Yeah, it's true.
And I think the final contender would probably be Netherlands, even though they're missing the big man at the back. We've got to talk about them a little bit.
I think they've got enough quality to cause problems. Netherlands do. I think that their squad overall, it's not like the French squad or the Portugal squad.
Or even their squad in 2010, which is a golden generation.
Yeah. But I think that having De Ligt at the back is a fairly... Obviously, I know it's not just going to be him at the back, but before they'd have Van Dijk and De Ligt, but I think De Ligt is a good...
How do you say that guy's name? V-R-I-J?
De Vrij,
yeah. Like, that's a very good centre-back pairing. Like, they're both top-level centre-backs. Obviously, the boy Ginny in midfield with Frankie de Jong formed a great partnership. Would have happened at Barca, but Romano tweeted yesterday that PSG have doubled Wijnaldum's wages, and looks like he's going to PSG.
That's mad.
You've got Depay, Bergwijn,
Daniel Malen as well, who's done bits this season.
Yeah.
He's a young striker.
Is Promes in the squad, or does he still have his legal troubles?
I don't. Yeah, he is. He is in the squad. Yeah.
What happened to him?
Quincy Promes had it was a bit of a madness, to be honest. I think was it something to do with like taking a gun to a hospital or something?
Really?
Like holding someone. Yeah. Like
Oh
he
yeah, I
had
think I heard about that
a
actually.
gun to someone's head. I actually didn't know about this.
And
Like,
now he's
one of
chilling
my
in the
friends told us.
Euros, mate. What's going
Yeah,
on?
yeah.
For me, like
I think.
Holland this time, I'm feeling the same way about them as I did probably in the 2014 World Cup when they didn't really have such a star-studded squad, but they have dangerous names in there that they can stun an opponent. I feel like we could see a big win for them. Just
he's got quite a few
put that
legal
out
trouble
there.
there.
Who? Promise.
Yeah.
I thought he did, man. I'm pretty sure I remember him having a bit of a mad thing going on. So.
Yeah. What do you reckon, Nisar? Do you reckon Holland can be a dark horse or?
I think they always can be when they win a tournament. When they weren't in the 2018 World Cup, were they?
No, they weren't.
No, they weren't. No.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think they'll fall short. They would have helped. It would have helped with Van Dijk. I think it would have changed a lot. Well, they have got two centre backs. They haven't got a Van Dijk. And I think the Van Dijk would have really made the difference, especially in the later stages of the tournament.
I think Van Dijk's just like when you have a player who's the best in the world in his position. It gives you a better chance.
Yeah, if they had him, you could see them potentially like sneaking through if they had him, but without him, I just.
It's a great time for Liverpool fans that he is not playing in the Euros. Like he's really taking it seriously, getting ready 100% for the next season. Hopefully, Liverpool can reclaim that Premier League title.
Inshallah.
Should we finish off the 11 then?
So, yeah, we've got what 3?
We've got the front three now. But I've only got one winger in there, so I don't know how it's going to work. But the first name is João Felix. I think it's
To be
Brazil?
fair though,
it's based on the hair,
Spain?
and he doesn't have a proper beard. And I've noticed, like, I was watching the Euro under 21s, and a lot of the Portuguese players have that look. Like they have the long hair and then like a goatee type thing going on.
Felix looks so much like Kaká though. Like, could you
Yeah,
not
I
see
know
him
it,
playing
man.
for?
Yeah, that's why I said Brazil.
That's true.
Like, that's the only thing with Felix. Like, I think
That way you can't really say anyone from Portugal, because you can just, like, for a lot of them you can just say Brazil.
Yeah.
I'd say problem with Portugal is like you could probably pass. Actually, you know what? Saying that,
I feel like it's a very diverse country. So there's not really.
I don't know about Felix though, man.
All right, I have a backup.
Felix.
Don't worry. So we'll switch it up. We'll go with a 4-3-1-2 formation. Behind the strikers, I'm gonna have Thomas Muller. For me, he's just
100%.
Mr. Germany. Like, I don't even have to explain it. Like, you look at him, you know he's German.
He's just that guy. Another underrated baller, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm so happy he's back.
top class. Yeah, I think that's a big addition for Germany, man.
Yeah.
I think Muller's the type of player where he's so underrated. Like, he could be player of the tournament and win Germany the Euros. Like, he's that good.
And then
He's quite high up in the. Oh no, that's World Cup. Don't worry.
ahead of him, I'll have first is Olivier Giroud.
I back that. I think he's extremely French.
Yeah, I can't really think of any other country he'd suit. And then Robert Lewandowski is the other one. I think that might be a bit questionable, but no specific country comes to mind other than.
Do you know what it is? That's the thing with Lewandowski.
It's the fact that you know he's Polish. You can't really associate him with anyone else.
I had a funny choice for strikers from only look like they're from one country.
Yeah.
Harry Kane.
Yeah, I mean that's a bit of a. It's too easy.
But can you see Harry Kane playing for anyone? Like, I can't even see Harry Kane playing for like Scotland, Wales, or Northern Ireland. Like, it would have to be England.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, Kane would probably be my pick. But Giroud, 100%. Giroud's definitely.
We'll put it to Nisar. Out of Lewandowski, Kane, round of the 11.
And who else?
It's just them two, because Felix is Brazilian apparently.
Well, I think neither. Both players do their best work in their clubs.
That's not the question.
If I'm looking for someone that will fit the mould for their country, I would probably say. It's a hard one. It really is. You know, again, a lot changes in the international football landscape, especially with COVID.
You're trying to be diplomatic.
I'd say there isn't really.
Why don't you flip a coin? Flip a coin. Heads can be Harry Kane, and tails can be. I think I might have one. You know. Yeah, I've got a coin.
Hey Siri, flip a coin.
I've got a coin here. I'll just show the camera in it. So we're gonna say heads for Harry Kane and tails for Lewa, yeah? It has landed on tails, so we're gonna go with Lewandowski.
Robert Lewandowski. That is a solid front line.
Even though it is coming home, so Harry Kane will take the loss here, but he'll bring the Euros home.
And just to finish off, I had Roberto Martinez as manager. Spanish.
Yeah.
But is he not the Belgian manager?
Yeah, but he's Spanish.
What about Mancini?
Oh, that is a good one.
Oh, Joachim Low, man. His football is his identity.
A lot of the managers fit. To be fair, a lot of the managers do fit.
Even Enrique looks mad Spanish.
But then, like with Spanish, you can
look at Southgate, fam. Geezer wears the same waistcoat combo, like with the shirt and tie every single game.
It's a very English outfit. Very.
Do you know what I mean? No, he's not, bro. I'm Southgate out.
But yeah. Anyway, oh yeah, let's just go over the Premier League predictions from last year. Oh my god, my memory card is full.
I don't think I even made some.
We did.
Did we make Prem predictions?
It was when it was a two-man.
We did.
When Talkersback didn't exist.
No, we did. No, we did. Because I said that both Manchester clubs wouldn't finish in the top 4.
When was the first episode of Talking Smack?
No. I don't know if you did.
Nah, mate.
It was when it was the Champions pod.
Oh, you guys did predictions.
Yeah, trying to get involved, mate. You're not in the middle.
Okay. Oh yeah, Saz. I wasn't. Obviously, the ratings weren't that high back then, innit? Just had.
That's why we had to bring you in.
We had Wakar trying his best. We had Nisar with 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You know.
Should I just go audio only for the rest of the show? I'll probably just do that.
It's up to you, bro.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so just gonna bring up the predictions. I feel like I did really bad because I know I had Liverpool to win the league. Yeah, so I had
postpone it till next year.
Top 6.
I picked Man City, United, Liverpool, I think.
I had Liverpool, City, Chelsea, United, Arsenal, Spurs. Okay. So top 4 got the right teams, but yeah, order's very messed up. And then Nisar, you had City, Liverpool, Chelsea, United.
Not bad. See, I know the game, man. I know the game.
I mean, yeah. You didn't do that.
See, I don't need to watch much football, but I know what's going on the pitch. Well, I know who's good. I know who's bad. And that is why you brought me on to talk about football. When I don't remember the last time I watched a full 90-minute game, if I'm honest, except for the Champions League.
I'm actually disappointed in myself here because even with relegation, I went with Brighton, Villa, and Fulham, and only Fulham went down. Nisar, you went with West Ham, Fulham, and West Brom. So you got 2.
Who watches the bottom of the? Oh, okay.
You got 2 out of 3.
You got 2 out of 3, but you couldn't have been further off with West Ham.
Yeah, West Ham's a bit. Yeah.
Again, I didn't expect them to play that system. So.
Golden Boot, I went with Salah. You went with Aubameyang.
What? No, I don't think I did. Is that true?
And man claims he knows football, you know.
But this is where it takes a turn for the worse for me though, because Player of the Year I went with Aubameyang.
Yeah, so he must have been feeding me the rhetoric, mate. That's why I was like, okay.
Yeah, trust. Who did Nisar?
You went with De Bruyne.
Okay, not a bad
Well,
shot.
I'm right.
I mean, he won the
I'm
PFA
right.
award, so.
Yeah.
Young Player of the Year, you went with Phil Foden.
I'm ready for your predictions then, man.
Wow, did Nisar pick Foden at the start of the season?
Yeah.
Fair play.
I went
fair play.
I went with Trent. So yeah.
Fair. Yo, Nisar, hold on. Round of applause. That is impeccable from you.
Thank
to
you.
call Foden, because Foden's a baller, but I think Foden's only really shot up like the ranks this season.
I saw the twinkle in his eye.
I did raise my eyebrows when you said it, but yeah, fair enough.
Fair play. Do you know what? I think that is the perfect way to sign off with Nisar on a high. Phil Foden, you know, it's coming home and whatnot.
Alright, so guys, on the screen right now is the full bracket.
Oh, I'm so gassed. It's coming home, man. It's coming home.
Do you reckon that'll do then for the episode?
Wow, we've actually figured out the way that England are going to win the Euros. How mad is that?
Crazy.
We are ready regardless of circumstances.
Just going to put it out there, I still think Belgium are going to win, but we'll forget that.
No, you never know. That clip could be perfect, because if Belgium win it, we could just come back to that and be like, yo, Waka, you were right, innit? But now, me and Nisar are firmly in the Team England. Do you know what I mean? Let's go.
But yeah, we've been recording, or we've been on call at least for over 2 hours now.
Yeah, I've been recording for 1 hour and 40 minutes. I think it's time for me to go inside. I'm actually currently still in my car.
That's a good idea.
So, yeah, let's Euros Mubarak, lads.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a good one.
Yeah, enjoy the football, boys, and yeah,
we will catch up soon. I would like to suggest one thing for the next episode. Maybe we could, obviously lockdown restrictions have eased up a bit. We could do a little mukbang style thing with some food and, you know,
down
IRL. But we'll obviously me and you will set up our own area in it because of Nisar's technical issues. So we'll set up our
Alright, yeah. Well, I'm going to try and get this out ASAP. But yeah, good chat, boys.
It's been a pleasure, boys. Catch you soon.
See ya. Goodbye.
Cheers.